Hello, church. Well, this is the final rallying call before our special Giving Beyond offering next week, where we will come together as a whole church in a moment of celebration and worship to bring our offering. Over the last few weeks, we've given just a taster of some of the ways that we are having kingdom impact beyond our walls, beyond our borders, and beyond our generations through our existing ministries and partners that are resourced and supported through Giving Beyond. And again, as I've said every week, full details of Giving Beyond are in this Giving at Kings booklet, so do have a look if you haven't already had the chance. But a big reason for setting a target of £300,000 for our Giving Beyond fund this year is that we want to be in surplus. One, because we need to be putting some money aside for a future building project, but secondly, because we want to grow our ministries and seek new kingdom advancing opportunities. We want to be able to say yes to the right opportunities that come along. And so today we're going to look at a couple of ways that we've been able to do that. We've been able to start new things this year thanks to the generosity of our giving to Giving Beyond.
This year we've done a partnership with TLG, which is short for Transforming Lives for Good. So that for King's Church will be going into a local secondary school and asking the school, could you identify perhaps 1, 2, 3 young people that you feel would really benefit just from an hour a week session, sitting down, chatting, having something to eat, finding out things that they're interested in and doing them with them, just to really help them grow and give them the attention that probably they're lacking in a lot of areas. I mean, there's so many good things that are part of Transforming Lives for Good, and one of them is when you work with a young person, you have contact with that young person's family, and you just hear testimony after testimony after testimony on the TLG website where parents have found out what TLG is doing and how they're investing in the lives of their young people. And how many of those parents have actually come into faith as well as the young people? We want to see young people coming to know Jesus that don't know him. We want to see families coming to church and giving their lives to Jesus. But I think as well, what kind of difference do we think it makes when you go into a school in the name of Jesus? And what effect does that have on the staff? What effect does that have on the senior leadership team? So at the moment in the process, we have been speaking with one particular local secondary school and just finding out who the best contact is to launch this and for what specific year group they feel would benefit the most. So that's where we're at in the process of launching.
We started this English class in January for women and for men in the evening at 8 o'clock. Currently, we have classes. We've had classes for a number of years for women only during the day, but the evening class allows us to have classes for men and for men who work during the day, but also allows us to have classes for women who work during the day as well. We don't have children in the class on a Monday evening, which allows the parents or the adults to focus more on their own learning needs without the distraction of their children. Wycombe is a multi-national town. We've got people from all different nationalities here. There's a great demand for English, and in the local colleges, the people can only do the courses at the beginning of term, and often people arrive here at all different times, and that doesn't always suit when people are available. So it's great that we can be more flexible and we can offer something additional, something more, but also something which says who we are as a community of believers and about what Jesus does and how he makes a difference.
You know, it's so exciting what God is doing through our giving and through a heart to reach out with the love of Jesus to see the kingdom come. And we want to be in a position to do so much more. Now, as we look at our Giving Beyond fund for this year, we're just a little bit behind where we want to be in terms of reaching that target of £300,000. It's why we've set this ambitious target of at least £80,000 for next week's Giving Beyond offering. As I've said before, I know, I get it, finances are tight for many of us, but I have also experienced on multiple occasions the abundant provision of God when I've taken a step of faith. You know, that's why I'm very happy to stand here and make a big ask. This is about following the call of God to be a resource church. It's about being all in, going on an adventure of joyful faith and generosity that will change the world, and it will change us in the process. It's about making an investment that will reap eternal dividends. I mean, what a privilege we have to be able to do that. And it's about putting our trust in our wonderful, generous Father who has given us everything and who provides for all our needs. So what are you going to give next week? Could you give the biggest one-off gift that you've ever given? Please pray. Seek the Lord. What is He putting on your heart? What is He asking you to give? And let's come together next week prepared to give with exceeding generosity, with sacrificial generosity, and with joyful generosity, full of faith to see God's kingdom come. Thank you.